Working hard as usual, Roberto?
You see, what you find difficult to understand, Di, is that the paperwork is what I love most about this job. It's why I got involved in policing in the first place.
Oh, I thought it was about catching criminals.
Oh, and whoever gave you that idea?
Cagney? Was it Lacey? Can't remember. So, when are you going to leave that wife of yours and shack up with me, eh?
When hell freezes over.
I'm still in with a chance, then.
What can I do you for?
The manager of Hicks Pharmaceuticals has made a citizen's arrest on one of his staff. Apparently the guy's been helping himself to the stock.
Sounds like a great excuse for more paperwork to me.
And that's where you come in. Fancy being my wingman?
Oh, no. That's sexist. Much prefer wing person.
Ah, Ruth. Coffee. Thank you.
Oh, tea would be lovely, thanks, Ruth.
Was it dressing up day at the nurses' meeting?
What?
Fancy frock?
Oh, yeah, Jimmy's promised me something fun and spontaneous and told me that I need to dress up.
Must be paintballing then.
Ah, Ruth, you are a lifesaver. Double latsang, no chocolate sprinkles.
A word.
Ah, yes, Zara, my sweet. I'd love to chat, but the ravening hordes are beating at the door.
OK, they can wait. We need to speak about the partnership.
I did mention I have a meeting later. Try and grab me later.
Oh, I'll do more than grab you. So have you got anything fun and spontaneous planned for today?
Not exactly. I'm looking into the background of a social worker.
Are you sure that you should be doing that?
I know. I'm concerned she might be victimising one of my patients.
Well, be careful, because you might not like what you find. I've got a nurse's meeting, so I better go, but I'll catch you later.
Yep. Have fun.
Thank you. I better, or Jimmy's in big trouble.
Marvellous. Thank you.
I've locked him in the office. Well, I've got him.
All right, take it easy, Mr...
Barry. Ashmore. Sorry. Barry's my first name.
I'm Detective Sergeant Peterson. This is...
C.S. Hollins. Do you want to take us through what happened?
Well, I caught him. Red-handed.
Right, who's he? What's he been doing?
Sorry, I just got a bit... well, it's with the citizen's arrest and all that.
You know, we don't really advise that, by the way.
Well, I had no choice, otherwise he'd have done a runner. I mean, much against my better judgment, I bent over backwards to make him feel welcome, and this is how he repays me. I said to my predecessor, I said I didn't want to take him on, but he said, well, we can't make accusations without proof. Otherwise, he'll just think I'm a racist, which I absolutely am not, by the way.
You sure you're not?
OK, shall we meet him then?
Yep, right. Yep. There's your man.
Right, let's get him untied. We don't want you being accused of using excessive force now, do we?
So, Samuel, Mr. Ashmore tells us that he caught you with drugs in your locker this morning. Any idea how they got there?
I do not know. I would never do such a thing.
Stock's been going missing for weeks. Boss has been on at me to sort it out, or I'm for the high jump.
Do you have a record of what you've lost?
Yeah, I do, yeah.
And this is what he had in his locker?
Oh, that'll be just what he's taken this week.
I have taken nothing. I swear.
That's what we're here to decide. Amphetamine, it's lovely. So, if
Embassy.
if he says he didn't put them there, do you think any of the other staff might have?
No, they're all good lads. I'd trust them with my life.
Diazepam, dexamphetamine, pharmaceutical cocaine, methadone. What are the other two?
That's a sort of tranquilizer and those HIV medications.
And you've only just noticed these go missing recently?
So it started since we took him on. I didn't want to do it. Plenty of people around here need a job.
You illegal? Here illegally?
I understand you. I am an asylum seeker from the Democratic Republic of Congo. My application for leave to remain is still being processed.
Then you know you shouldn't be working, right? You're not legally allowed to until you've got official refugee status.
I knew it. You know, I told him.
OK. I'm arresting you on suspicion of theft. You do not have to say anything, but it may harm your defence if you do not mention when questioned something which you later rely on in court. Anything you do say may be given in evidence. Do you understand?
Yes.
Do you mind coming down to the station as well, Mr. Ashmore?
Me? Why?
There's just a few discrepancies on this list I'd like to ask you about.
Well, can't we do that here?
Is there a problem?
Well, am I under arrest?
No, you're not.
We just want you to help us with our inquiries.
I just want to tell the boss that I've caught the culprit, and then...
Well, you can do that after you've made the statement and we've asked you a few questions. It won't take long.
The sooner you make your statement, the sooner you can get back to work.
Modern police work, sir. Lots of paperwork. And after all, you did make the arrest.
about this? Seems like a waste of time to me.
It's just all a bit too convenient for me.
You know your problem? You actually like paperwork.
Funny. Dean, yeah. Hi, mate, it's Rob. I've got a situation with some stolen pharmaceuticals. I was wondering if you could, check your contacts. See if anything's been moving. Cheers, mate.
Problem?
I can't find a patient card. I've got the details on the computer, but I want
Is
to...
this your social worker?
Just one of Elaine's patients.
Name?
Najma Hamad.
1 second.
Ruth, have you seen...
No.
You don't even know what I was going to ask.
No, I haven't seen Heston, and no, I don't know where he is. Here we go.
We don't have an appointment today.
We scheduled it last week.
Well, I don't remember that.
Must have slipped your mind.
Or maybe you just decided to turn up on a whim.
I can show you where I wrote it down if you like.
What's the point? You're here now. I suppose you better come in.
You'd like to come with me?
OK, you can open them now.
Where are we?
We're on the moon. Where do you think we are?
A restaurant?
Yes, but not just any restaurant. Guess which one?
Well, it's not the Icon.
OK, I'll give you a clue. Ham and pea trifle.
You kidding?
No, it's his restaurant, the Suckling Pig off the telly. It's got stars, rosettes. I had to put a few strings to get a table, believe me.
Really?
See? Who has more fun than us?
No one.
Hi, table for two, Professor Clay.
Okay, if you'd like to come with me.
Professor.
Shh.
Just a couple more questions, all right? How are you coping generally?
Fine.
Any more problems with Sam?
The only problem I've got is sitting in front of me.
I'm here to help you. How am I the problem?
I do the best I can for me and my daughter. And we're doing okay. So I really don't appreciate you making accusations based on nothing more than your sick fantasies.
Look, Leslie, I appreciate it must be hard for you to be monitored like this, but you have to understand I'm just doing my job. My only priority is making sure that Scarlett is healthy and happy and that her home environment is safe and secure. That's all that matters.
It is safe and secure, can't you see that?
Based on the past history, I have to be vigilant.
But I'm never going to be rid of you, am I? I never harmed my child. I couldn't. The past had nothing to do with me. But as far as you're concerned, I'm always going to be the woman who let a kid get hurt, and nothing I do or say is ever going to change that, and it's just not fair.
Leslie, please.
No, it's all right. Just leave me alone. All I need is a bit of peace.
I understand.
No, I don't think you do. No, if you've seen enough, I think you better leave.
Of course. I'll see you soon.
Yeah, I bet you will.
I am a teacher. I was a teacher in Congo. Seems a joke to me now. I only wanted to work. A man should work.
But you knew you weren't allowed to while your application for asylum was being considered.
I had no choice. It's not just me. My family, my wife and daughter. I left them behind me.
Couldn't have come with you?
We would not have made it. All three of us too dangerous. But they could not stay in Congo. So they fled to the Sudan after I escaped. I believe they are still there, I hope.
Why did you flee the Congo?
Because I would not commit murder for the state. There you cooperate or you die.
Where have you been selling the drugs?
I have not been selling them. I have taken nothing.
Please don't raise your voice, Mr. Mpasi. I have to ask you these questions.
It's just you do not listen to my answers.
Who else would have access to your locker?
I don't know.
Take a guess.
I will not make accusations. I cannot. Whoever is doing this, it is between them and their own conscience. I am an innocent man. You must believe me.
Got a minute?
Well, you have to be quick. I'm on a hunt for Heston.
What are your impressions of Najma Hamad?
Oh, her again.
Seriously, what do you think of her?
stressed, rude, anxious. Wouldn't take advice. Fairly typical for a woman in her job. I know I couldn't do it.
Any thoughts on her symptoms? Migraines? Insomnia?
Well, what about them?
Do you think they could be affecting her judgment at all?
Oh, look, really, I don't have time for this.
Elaine made a note on her file. She thinks Najma is showing potentially irrational behaviour.
Yeah, but she's not sure, is she? Look, she's questioned herself. Too early to tell. What's all this about? Why are you looking at her notes anyway?
It's nothing really, I'm just curious.
Well, it doesn't sound like nothing.
Well, I can't go into it.
Then what the hell are you bothering me for?
Okay, so this is the 4 tomato salad with the apricot vinaigrette, the celeriac jus with chervil foam.
Yeah, I can see why they call it the 4 tomato salad. What are you doing?
Well, it's not every day you get to eat in a place like this. It's for posterity.
Can I eat mine now?
Yeah, it's really important though to immerse yourself in the experience, really savour the flavour.
What do you think?
Yeah, it's our flavours, so it's just incredibly tomatoey, isn't it?
It's okay, I suppose.
Okay, is that all you have to say?
Well, there's too much going on the plate. The celeriac completely overpowers the tomato. The apricot, it doesn't work at all, it's too sweet. And the chervil foam is just unnecessary. It barely qualifies as an amuse-bouche, to be honest.
What am I looking for?
I still don't understand what I'm actually doing here.
Before we take your statement, there are just a couple of things that we'd like you to help us clear up. There's no reason to be concerned.
If you say so.
How did you discover Mr. Mpasi had drugs in his locker?
I told you. I was simply passing on my way to the toilet and he pulled him out.
You were simply passing.
Are you saying I'm lying?
Are you?
Has he been accusing me?
Not in so many words.
I knew he'd do something like that.
Why?
You know, people like him, criminals.
What reason would he have to accuse you?
Well, he's never liked me. Even though I went out of my way to be all welcoming like, he still always hated me. Just because I'm his boss. I don't know. Maybe it's a cultural thing.
You never really wanted him there, did you?
No, I didn't. But it doesn't mean I'd mistreat a member of my own staff. I'm a great boss. Just ask anyone. I'm more like a mate than a boss, really. Probably where I've been going wrong. Soft-touch, see? Too trusting.
Have you got keys to the staff lockers?
Probably, somewhere.
Well, do you or don't you?
Well, yeah, I do, yeah, but I mean, I couldn't tell you where they are. What would I want them for, anyway?
Looking at this list of stolen drugs, I can see where the amphetamines and cocaine would go walkabout, but what about the HIV drugs? Where would they go?
Your guess is as good as mine. Look, what is this? I simply reported a crime. I even caught the criminal for you. And here I am getting a 3rd degree. I haven't done anything illegal.
No one's saying you have, Barry.
You might not be. But that's what he's implying. So, do I need a lawyer?
Why would you need a lawyer if you've done nothing wrong?
Because you keep asking questions, making insinuations. It's not right. I'm a law-abiding citizen.
If we checked your record, is that what we'd find?
No.
Look, I know my rights. I'm an innocent man. I caught him red-handed stealing drugs. I gave you the evidence, and I want him prosecuted. Now, if you've any other questions for me, then I want a lawyer. And that's all I've got to say.
Thank you.
Thank you. That was amazing, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was nice.
Okay, what's wrong?
Nothing.
It's been a disaster, isn't it?
No.
You said spontaneous. This is spontaneous.
Yeah, it's not fun though, is it?
But you love a show off the telly.
Yeah, I like laughing at it after half a bottle of wine. It's fantastic that you wanted to surprise me. But This isn't us, is it?
What should I have done then?
I don't know. Take me go-karting, take me bowling, dancing.
But why didn't you say?
Because then it wouldn't be spontaneous.
Thank you.
What's this?
You don't want to know?
The bits in it.
No, I will just go. I'll get the bill.
I've not tried this before.
You don't need to.
Well, what is it?
Snail ice cream.
You know what? I am starving.
Yeah, me too.
Barry Ashmore, 42. String of convictions. Theft, breaking and entering, racially aggravated assault.
It's irrelevant. The other guy is guilty. We've got the evidence.
It's the word from a convicted felon who's trying to victimise Samuel.
And that's what Samuel wants you to think.
Di, Barry has access to the lockers.
And Samuel knows that.
He's telling the truth. Why can't you see that?
Because, unlike you, I'm not taken in by his sob story. It's not my job to make moral judgments. It's my job to uphold the law.
Why don't you just tell the truth? You are making a moral judgment.
Do you know what? I have seen his type so many times before. Terrible story of woe, playing a race card, poor me, and all the while they are robbing you blind and getting away with it. And he is working illegally.
I've got to get this.
Fine, whatever.
Do you know him, mate? Thanks for getting back to me. How would you describe him? Yeah, that's him. I love you. Perfect. Now we've got him. Okay, see you, mate. No, wait. Do you know anyone who would be buying HIV drugs? No, me neither. Okay, cheers, mate. Bye.
I'm not happy about what you're insinuating, Rob.
Okay. Maybe I've jumped to conclusions.
Maybe you have.
But you know how it is. I've just had my fingers burnt so many times, been accused of being a racist. It just makes me jumpy.
Yeah, well, we're all walking on eggshells, but that guy did it. I know it, and you know it.
Yeah. Let's get Barry's statement. Mr. Ashmore, I owe you an apology.
Yeah, you're damn right you do.
Just hear me out. I didn't believe you before, but I was wrong. And clearly Mr. Mpasi took the drugs and sold them, and I'm grateful for your patience.
Yeah, well, just glad you've finally seen sense.
So, if we can just take your statement regarding Mr. Mpasi...
But there are a couple of things I was wondering if you could help us with.
Such as?
Have you any idea where Samuel is selling the drugs in Leatherbridge?
No, I don't.
It's just that I thought he might be getting rid of them locally.
He might be, but it's nothing to do with me.
Oh, come on, Barry. We've seen your record. We know that you've mixed with a lot of local criminals. And are you seriously trying to tell me that they haven't been on your back night and day since you started work for Hicks?
I thought you said you believed me.
No, I do. I'm just wondering if you can help us, that's all.
He has got a point, Barry. Has anyone approached you?
No.
We're not saying you've done anything wrong, but we'd really appreciate any leads you can give us.
Yeah, well, I have on occasion been nagged by Pete Bridger. I'm not saying that's who's buying the drugs, mind.
Churchill Estate, Pete Bridger.
That's him.
Would you be willing to be a witness against him? You know, pick him out of a lineup, that sort of thing?
Are you joking? I don't want to get wrapped up in anything like that. I've been going straight far too long. I just want to give me a statement and get back to work.
Fine, no problem. I'll take your statement then, shall I? Unless there's anything else.
No, I'm done.
So, I'll write it out, you can review it and then sign it, OK? Firstly, can you tell me...
It's just funny that you mentioned Pete Bridger, though.
What are you doing?
I've got a mate in Vice, and they've been tracking Bridger and his gang for several months, running surveillance, photos, CCTV footage. And apparently there's a man with your exact description in and out of the Churchill estate several times a week.
What?
Yeah, well, I wouldn't know anything about that.
Oh, that's fine, because he's on his way over here now with the photographs, and once we've found out that it's not you, you'll be free to go. That is, of course, unless you want to change your story before he gets here.
Your bail is conditional on you returning to meet the UK Border Agency official next week.
I understand.
And I will have to report you've been working illegally, which may damage your asylum application.
Yes, I'm sure it will.
I'm sorry what's happened.
Forget it. You know, I came here for a better life. Clearly, I was naive.
I hope you're pleased with yourself.
Yeah, I am. Innocent until proven guilty.
Not how I see it.
No, I know how you see it.
You are a sanctimonious sod. Just because you're right about Barry does not mean to say I'm wrong about Samuel.
But it's how it starts, though, isn't it? Making assumptions about people without really knowing why, and then, before you know it, innocent men are being banged up because of the colour of the skin.
That is not what happened, and you know it. I do my job, and I do it well. Do you know what? I've had enough of this. If you've got a problem with me, then why don't we take it to the DCI, eh?
No, let's just call it a difference of opinion.
You call it whatever you like, Rob. But take it from me. You will not get far as a DS being soft on crooks, and black, white or purple, that is what he is.
Suppose you'll be looking for a different wingman in future, eh?
Yeah, I suppose I will. I'll leave you to the paperwork on this, shall I?
Samuel. Hiya. I just wanted to apologise, really. I don't think that you were... Hey, wait! Hey, Samuel! Hey! Hey! Hey!
Go, ketchup.
Oh, all over, please. Yeah. What are you doing?
Hang on. For posterity.
Why have you only stolen HIV medicines? Are they for you?
I wish they were. After I fled the Congo, my wife was targeted by the militia. She had to be punished for my crimes. They forced themselves upon her. Maybe it would have been better if they had killed her. I've been sending the pills to the Sudan. Her last known address. I'm not even sure she has been receiving them.
Can she get treatment where she is?
The Western drug companies got a monopoly on HIV drugs. For her to receive the pills that she needs would cost more than I can make in 10 years. Why do you think so many people are dying? Your colleague was right. I am guilty.
Some days I don't know what the word guilty means.
And now, you have to arrest me.
Yeah. Yeah, I do. Oh!
Are you okay?
I'm okay. I've just pulled something.
I'm sorry. Thank you, my friend.
Hello, love, it's me. I'm on my way home. I'll get some fish and chips. I've had a hell of a day.
Heston. Going somewhere?
I'm home.
Now then, you have been avoiding me for days. Can't you spare me just 5 little minutes?
Of course, 5 minutes.
Good. The partnership. You have objections? I want to know what they are.
Well,
Do you question my integrity, my patient skills, my commitment?
no one questions your commitment.
What then?
Well, it's just that sometimes, very occasionally, your interpersonal skills can leave a little bit to be desired.
Nonsense. I tell it like it is. People welcome that. They like to know where they stand. Besides, no one has ever complained.
They wouldn't dare. But, seriously, though, don't you think your relationship with Daniel could be a bit of a problem?
Not at all. Our relationship is in the past. He's committed to his family, which means he'll be delighted to share the burden of partnership with me.
Well, I'm not quite sure.
Oh, come on, Heston. Daniel's not going to be back for ages. Julia's fine about it. It is time you got off the fence and cast your vote.
OK, I agree. As Daniel won't be here for a while, and if only to avoid this onslaught.
Brilliant. Finally. Congratulations. You have made the right decision. And now, you may go home.
I need to sit down. Oh, Ruth, would you be a sweet and make me a nice...
No! A receptionist, not a tea girl. Make your own.
Sorry.
I thought I'd say this, but I will actually be glad to see Daniel when he gets back tomorrow. At least he makes his own tea.
Daniel's back tomorrow?
Yeah, problem?
No. I've just been taken for a ride, that's all.
If it makes you happy, I'm happy for you.
It does.
I've seen bigger bandages than that. I hope you're not expecting any gentleman with high blood pressure.
I missed the train and then I was up all night with Scarlett.
The accident happened this morning.
My responsibility is the welfare of the child.
Go on. Ruth loves and is loved by everyone she meets.
You have to go easy on me, I'm a bit rusty.
Game on then.
More